Hey guys, Bhavesh this side back with another video. So guys, in this very specific video, we'll be talking about outreach frameworks, right? So I don't think so anyone is telling you these specific things. This is very nitty gritty stuff. No one is telling you this about on YouTube or somewhere else. But if you can just get these kind of things straight in your agency, if you can set up the system in your agency, then getting appointments, booking appointments will be very much easy for you. So in my sales team, of course, there's like I think 10, 11 people, but from those 10, 11 people, I think recently 4 or 5 newly joined, right? And literally those 4 or 5 people didn't had like any experience in outreaching, prospecting, booking appointments. I just took like around 3, 4 calls with them, and now they're booking appointments on a consistent basis. They're getting positive responses, right? So there are some frameworks, guys, which you have to make sure they're just straight to the point, already in place before you even start outreach. And in this very specific video, I'll just talk about those frameworks which you have to make sure about, and I'm going to show you my own conversations, right? With my prospects on LinkedIn, how I actually send them messages, how I go after asking them questions, and then actually pitch them the Zoom call, and then I actually get the appointment. That's how it works. You just have to there's a kind of a basic mind psychology when you do like prospecting from your end, as well as from your prospects end. We are just going to understand each and everything in detail. I'll just try to keep this video very very short. I hope like I don't waste your time, right? So guys, let me show you. First things first, guys, we'll be talking about the platform LinkedIn, because that's where like I generally outreach a lot, as well as so as my sales team. So LinkedIn is like a gold mine for a lot of local businesses, right? Even if you are like in roofing, plumbing, whatever the niche is, solar, there's like a lot of prospects hanging around on LinkedIn, right? So that's why like I took LinkedIn as my first platform, and yeah, specifically in this video we'll be just covering LinkedIn as of now. So guys, on LinkedIn, your first initial connection, the point of connect is connection request, right? Without even connection request, you cannot even connect. Of course, you can send emails, that's another thing, but most of the people here, like I'm assuming you don't have sales navigator, you just have like a free LinkedIn account, and that's what we will cover, you will be using in this video, right? So first things first, you have to send a connection request, and this connection request generally determines whether you'll be converting that prospect into an appointment or not. Now you'll be thinking like how and why, right? Now few things first, like we'll be talking about connection request script. First things first, guys, you have to include terms like lead, numbers like let's say, let me give you a quick example, 30 to 40 plus leads, right? You should include words like guarantee. You should include words like we assure you, right? And something like leads, numbers, days. In general, it's time frame, how soon can you deliver them, right? And in the very end, you have to give them a call to action, not just one but two. So let me give you a quick example here. If we are in roofing net, so we are going to create send a connection request message like this. Hey John, we are generating, we can say 40 plus qualified and exclusive roofing leads in state. So guys, like if you want to get a little bit personalized with LinkedIn outreach, what you can do is, instead of targeting the entire US, you can target specific states such as Texas. So you can just select Texas there, and you can write down like roofing leads in Texas. So they will think like, yeah, this is somewhat a little personalized. So if your connection request, your outreach is a bit personalized, they will like focus more, they will give you more attention, because they are getting similar messages, like not even just 10, not even 20, 50, they're getting hundreds of similar messages on daily basis. So why will they even like care to read a message? In order to stand out, you can do some things differently, and you can select, instead of USS, you can select Texas, and you can mention the state here. So hey John, we are generating 40 plus qualified and exclusive roofing leads in Texas, right? And is there any chance if you would be open to have a quick conversation, question mark, right? And now you'll be asking me like where did I mention the time frame, so you can like include the time frame part here. 40 qualified leads, roofing leads in the next 30 to 60 days, right? In Texas, is there any chance if you would be open to have a quick conversation? Now this is like a basic connection request. Now in order to like increase the chances of getting responses from your client, you can ask him like, apart from Texas, do you sell in, or instead of sell you can write service in any other state, question mark, right? This is our first call to action. Second, do you guys only do roofing or window replacement as well, question mark. Now guys, our only main objective of giving them two call to action is to increase our chances of getting responses. If they will respond you with, for example, if they responded you with like, we do window replacement as well, we do roofing, we do other stuff as well, and we also service this in that different state apart from Texas. Now they responded to you. Now you have to, there's like a kind of a framework which you have to follow. They responded you. If they're responding, that like a clearly a sign like they're interested in knowing more about your service, right? Because a lot of prospects, just they accept the connection request, then they just see the message and they never respond to a message, right? So even if they're taking some time and they're responding you, actually your connection request make them a little tempted, a little interested, and they responded you, and here's a chance to convert that a small response into an appointment. And how you can do so, yeah, let's talk about that part in a minute. But what I'm saying, your connection request should look something like this. It should have like two call to action. It should include time frame as well as like certain guarantees as well. And you can also include like a money back uh, guarantee as well, something like we also have like 100% money back guarantee with the program, something like this. So your connection request should revolve around these parts, right? So guys, let's talk about the next part, which is now you got a response, right? Now you got a response. Your prospect told you like, we sell in like this state, that state, we do roofing, we do windows, we do this, and we do that. Now you got a positive response. Now how you should initiate the conversation, you just appreciate him a little, right? Greet him a little. Thanks, thanks for your response, that's great. For example, if you mention state, California, so you can say something like, that's great, John. California is one of the best roofing markets as of now, and we are generating good volume of roofing leads there, right? Are you guys like, can you guys uh, or instead of like, can you guys, you have to ask them, you have to ask for a permission. You can say something like, is there any chance, wait a second guys, my keyboard is not working. Any chance if you would be interested in new qualified roofing leads? That's it. So now just try to comprehend, try to understand what I just did there. I told him like, thanks for your response, that's greeting. Now again I ask him a question. Guys, the quickest way of booking an appointment is asking more and more questions, and just being a little more professional, right? Asking them for permission, and like, I can bet you, I can guarantee you, you will just close that appointment right there in itself. That's what my inner circle students are doing. That's exactly what I teach them. If I'm putting this out on YouTube, guys, so I like, just think it of as like a jackpot to you guys, because this actually does work all the time. From the last 2 years I've been just using this particular technique. So so it's like, thank you for your response, Don, that's great. If you mention California, so you can say something, California is one of the best roofing markets as of now, and we are generating good volume of roofing leads there. is there any chance? So if from is there any chance, you're asking him, you are like, taking him his permission whether like he would be interested or not, right? And again, when you will ask him this, in the end, you can also like give another CTA of something like, have you or instead of have you can say something like, do you have any past experience with Facebook ads? That's it. Again, guys, here's the magic. We again gave him two call to action. Like, the chances would be very less that he will like ignore your message. Why? Because you are having like a great conversation. You are, get him like you're actually getting him hooked of whatever you're talking about, like see as a best roofing market for roofing leads. So just try to like hook him in the conversation. And when I'm saying hook him, send him results, send him testimonials, case studies. As of course, if you don't have any of that, you can, what you can do is you can just let them know like, we are generating this many leads. You just have to pretend. Guys, as marketers, you have to, fake it until you make it. So of course, when I started out, I used to fake a lot. I used to just directly say them like, we have a client who, even if I didn't had any clients in that particular state, I used to be completely, I just used to be completely upfront, like very straightforward. I'm very much confident. We Hey John, we have a client in California for roofing leads, and we're generating him this many leads. The cost per lead is this. You just have to fake it until you make it, and once you have the clients, you don't have to, even fake it anymore, right? All I'm saying, guys, in the very end of your message, every message, try to ask them questions. The more questions you're going to ask, the chances will be very very high that they will be responding you. Because most of the times on specifically LinkedIn, what happens is your prospect just, just ghost you. And that's the last thing you want to like actually come across, right? If your prospects are ghosting you, of course your your willpower, you think about giving up, and your willpower is going down. You think like, this is not working, let's just stop it. So to avoid that ghosting part, try to give your prospects like more than one or two call to actions on in every single message, right? If your prospect is saying, no, I don't have any experience with Facebook ads, so of course, like if a new guy who's just starting out prospecting, he will say, okay, that's it. He's just end the conversation right there. So if you do want to like take the conversation forward, so for example, if he responded, no, I don't have any experience with Facebook ads. So if I were in his position, I would have responded with like, hey John, that's not a problem. So as of now, we use Facebook ads to generate roofing leads, which are qualified as well as exclusive in the state which he's selling in, for example, Texas. Will there be any chance that you would be having like a quick 15-minute time tomorrow for a quick Zoom call? So I literally pitched him for the Zoom call, like quick, like literally like for a Zoom call, right? 15-minute call. So question mark. If he says yes, now what you have to do is, you have to just, tell him, hey John, that's good, really appreciate your, interest. Let me know what time you're free at. Also drop your best email and I'll send you a Zoom invite. And this is what's currently working for me. Instead of sending my prospects my own Calendly link or giving him times multiple times, I'm just asking for one specific time. For example, he says to me, I'm free tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. So I'll just ask him, yeah, drop your email, I'll just send you the invite. So I'll send him the invite using Google Calendar. He accept the invite and he shows up for the call. If I'm lucky enough, I just close that prospect. That's how it works. So let me show you a quick example real quick, guys. I think this is one of the prospects. I have like a, follow up call with this one of my prospects. I'm not sure if you can see my screen. So I think wait a second. Let me go to my second LinkedIn account. I hope you can see my screen. Yeah, here it is. So this is like one prospect I actually, recently closed for an appointment. So, hey Ken, quick question: would you be interested in this and that? So this is one offer. So he responded to me with a yes, right? So he was very much interested. That was a clear sign that he's interested. That's great to hear. I have been working with mortgage brokers and officers, helping them to get pre-screen book appointments and this and that. So yes, I would. And then I paced him. Sounds good. If any chance, if you are free for it tomorrow for a Zoom call. So again, if you can see and notice and observe, instead of saying directly like, when are you free tomorrow, I ask him, is there any chance? You always have to like, ask for the permission. So that's kind of professional, and that will like, get you even more responses from your prospect. So I hope like you did see that. I'm not sure. My laptop is lagging a lot. I'm very pissed off with this. So guys, like there are like a lot of prospects in my LinkedIn platform. My of course LinkedIn. I think this is a prospect I actually closed into a client, but he'll pay me like once we deliver him to appointments. So this is like, we sent him this message first. So you can see here I've been mentioning numbers, I've mentioning like some kind of guarantees and everything. Then I followed up with him again. Then again, this was the third follow up, and he still hasn't responded. And then he finally responded. Then he seems like disinterested at that point. But again, on September, he reached out to me on his own. I think so, like my content which I'm posting on LinkedIn, it actually nurtured him down enough. And I just sent him those testimonials, references, case studies. And finally I got on a call with him yesterday. I closed him. It's on our Slack channel, and now I think so we will be closing him. We just need to deliver him two appointments, and he'll be closed. So I think he will be paying $4,000 upfront. So that's insane. So I think, like, if you think like LinkedIn doesn't work, so you are like, I think you are living a life full of lies. Guys, LinkedIn is the best platform to outreach. So but yeah, if your fundamentals are right, guys, literally you can make a lot of money just by getting these appointments from LinkedIn. So guys, let's recap this video real quick, and because we don't have much time, so I've already told you, you just have to keep two things clear. So first things first, guys. uh yeah. Yeah, guys, sorry for that. I'm not sure like what's happening to my laptop. Sometimes like Loom is lagging, sometimes my laptop is lagging. It's very frustrating. I'm going to get it, like get a solution for this real quick. But either way, guys, what I was saying, let's recap this video real quick. So first things first, all you just have to keep two things in mind. You have to, in your connection request message, your connection request message should look like this, something like this, not similar, something like this. It should include like terms like leads, numbers, guarantees. We assure you days, time frame, call to action, not just one but two or three, like depending on like how many CTAs you can give, depending on your niche. And now if you got a positive response, then this is you have to, how you have to respond, right? Thanks for your response. And like even if he doesn't respond, here are like three like phases which can happen to you. First, your prospect responds you with a yes. Then you have to send him something like this, asking him him more questions, right? And then talking to him a little, and then pitch the Zoom call. The other two is like he saw your message but never responded. That's where you are going to follow up with him, right? And the third might be maybe he's just not seeing your messages, and then again you have to follow. And just don't forget to follow up, guys. That's where the real money is. Literally, whenever I feel like, yeah, like I'm free, I just follow up. And when I follow up, I get like a lot of new responses, of course positive, of course negative. But yeah, still like I get a lot of responses just by follow. Another thing I wanted to touch point is on like whenever you outreach, you have to make sure like you are just maintaining that momentum. Just don't forget to send like connection request in a like a like steady rate. When I'm saying steady rate, because what's happening recently is LinkedIn is suspending accounts if they're suspecting you are sending a lot of connection requests in a short period of time. So like what I'll recommend is like send, of course, like I send like connection request very very fast, but just try to like lower it down a little, right? Like in every 1 minute you can send around 5 to 6 connection requests maybe, or a little than that or more than that, I'm not sure. But just keep it steady. It shouldn't be that fast, and it shouldn't be that slow. You have to use LinkedIn as efficiently as you can. That's it. So guys, this was the very very video for today, I think so. Yeah. And I hope you did like this video, and if you did, guys, just do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, drop your feedback, and I'll get back with a new video very very soon. Have a good day, guys. Bye.